Hello, welcome back to Taxonomy Online Mathematics for the series on NOV-DEC 2024. This is the paper 2. Question 1. The sum of the fifth and the eighth terms of an arithmetic progression is given as 28 whole number 1 out of 4, 5. So if the third term is subtracted from twice the seventh term, the result is given as 25 whole number 4 on 5. So we have to find the common difference, the first term, and the sum of the first word, 8 terms. So let's see how we can be able to do this within some few minutes. All right, to do this, let's say we have our solution. So the first thing to do is to know what is the relation for the nth term of any arithmetic progression. We know the nth term is always given by a plus n minus 1 times what? D. So where n stands for the number of terms, in this case, fifth and eighth. That will be the n. The D is the common difference. The A is what? The first term we are asked to find. So if I'm thinking of fifth term, meaning n become 5, then that become A plus the 8, I think 5, right? 5 minus 1 times D. That is, if I'm taking the n to be 5, the fifth term. So that could be written as our fifth term will become A plus, this is going to be 5 minus 1, so 4, 4D. Then the eighth term will now be 8 in place of n, A plus 8 minus 1, that will be 7, so 7D. That will be what I will have. Then we have been told that the sum of this is given as 28 whole number 1 on what? 5. If you add the sum of the fifth term and that of the eighth term, you should be getting this. And what is the fifth term? By expression is this. The eighth term is this. So we only go and write A plus 4D plus A plus 7D equals to, 5 times 20, that will be 100, 140, 141. So 141 divided by 5. This is an equation that we can easily group the like terms. So A plus A will be giving us 2A, 4D plus 7D will be 11D equals to 141 divided by what? 5. So this equation have a fraction. So we multiply by the LCM, or better still, the denominator here, which will be 5. So 5 times 2 will be 10. So 10A, 5, 11, 55D equals to 5 multiplying this, the 5 will cancel, remaining the 141. So A unknown, D unknown. We can leave this as what? Our first equation. Where do we move to? We are dealing with third term. So I can say that the third term will be A plus 3 minus 1. That will be 2D. What again? Seventh term, A plus 7 minus 1 will be 6. 6D. What do we do? If the third term is subtracted from, meaning there is twice the seventh term minus the third term. So I'll be having, let me put it here, this implies that twice of the seventh term minus the third term give us what we are having here. This is also going to be 5 times 20, that will be 100, 125, 129. So 129 over 5. So by substitution, as we be having 2 into bracket 7th term which is A plus 6D minus third term, which is going to be A plus 2D, all equals to 129 divided by 5. So because of these two here, we expand the bracket further. That will give you 2A, 6 will be 12D minus A. There's a minus 1 here, so this also becomes minus 2D, still equals to 129 over 5. I think 2A minus A will give us only A. 12D minus 2D will be giving us 10D, still equals to 129 divided by what? 5. So when we multiply through by 5, we'll be getting our second equation. So from here, let's multiply by the 5. 5 times 1, that will be 5. So 5A, 5 times 10 will be 50. D, then 129 become the second equation. So we are having two equations that involve two unknown, that make it a simultaneous equation. So solving the two equations simultaneously, combining them together, I would prefer to use the elimination. We can also use the substitution. For elimination, I want to eliminate the A. So I'll multiply the equation 2 by 2 in order to make both the coefficients of the equation 1 and equation 2 of A the same, which will be 10. So I can say that equation 2 times 2, meaning 2 here, that will give me 10A, 2 here will be 100D, 2 here will be 158, right? So 2 here will be 258. That gives us our equation 3. So now let's compare equation 3 and equation 1. Now I have the same coefficient. So I am going to have equation 3 minus equation 1. So 10A minus A, that should be 0. 100D minus 55D, I guess that will be 45D. Then we are having 258 minus 141. 7 here, 1 here, 1 here. So I'll have 117. But what am I looking for? D. So D will be equals to 117 divided by what? 45. But I can see that 9 can go here. That will be 1 times, remember 2. So 13, 9 here, 5. So if I'm to leave the answer in fraction form, this should be. But if I want to leave it in decimal form, that should be 13 divided by 5. That will be 2.6. So since we are dealing with simultaneous equation, we have to put this into any of the equations to find the A. So we are going to have put D into equation, I think I'll prefer, let me use equation 1 here. So I'll be having 10A plus 55 times D, which is now 13 over 5 equals to 141. I believe you know this will cancel. This will go here 11. So I should be having 10A plus 11 times 13. This is 4. If you add this 14, so 143 equals to 141. The only unknown variable here is the A. So we subtract both sides, 143 from both sides, right? So from here, let's see. Our 10A will now be equals to 141 minus 143. Again, this is smaller than this, so I'll get negative. So 10A equals to negative 2. A will now be equals to negative 2 divided by 10, negative 1 on 5. times this, I think, negative 0.2 in decimal, negative 0.2 in fraction form, that will be negative 1/5. But the question is in a way that we have to find common difference, and the common difference which we are using as D will now be equals to, what do we have? That will be 2.6. I'm using the decimal part. Then B is asking for first term, which is A, and the first term is going to be negative 0.2. Now the third one, we are asked to find the sum of the first 8 terms, and we know sum of the first 8 terms will become n on 2a plus n minus 1 d. So what is left is to do substitution into this. Okay, so let's do the substitution. The n is the 8th term, the a is what we found, the d is what we found. So per substitution, I can have my 8 divided by 2 times a, which is negative 1/5. I will use the fraction form, plus 7 times the d, which is what? 13/5. That is per substitution, right? So what happened? Let's see. This will be giving us 4 in the bracket, that is in front of the bracket. Then in the bracket, 2 will multiply negative 1, negative 2/5. This is like 10 plus 3. So 7 times 10, 70, times 3, 21. So we're having 91/5. I have the same denominators, so we add only the numerators. Minus 2 plus 91 is like 91 minus 2. Take away 1, 90, we get 89. So 4 times 89 divided by 5. If we do that on your calculator, we should be having 356 divided by 5, which will give you 71.2. So therefore, the 8th term, I think I have to shorten it. The sum of the 8th term is going to be equals to 71.2. We don't have space to write a full sentence. Now, the concern is about you being able to apply the concept that you learn about the nth term of an AP. Maybe if the question was just to be find the 7th term of an arithmetic AP, whereby the series of numbers are given to you, I'm sure you wouldn't have problem with it. But when it is an application form, as in a word form, some has been added onto the other, you need to take your time and go through the steps one by one. I'll be available in the comment section to get your thoughts on what you think about this question. Where you have challenges, point it out in the comment section. Let's interact together. And if you have another way to solve it also, feel free. This is a learning platform. Share your thoughts for us all to benefit from. Like, share, subscribe, and